the determined East Side lady of New York, who may not be winning the battle against big city degradation, but at least resists it, always with chin out and head high. She takes things as they come on her own. No doubles for the movies, no chauffeurs in real life.
I don't believe in lists, but every time somebody compiles a list of the most admired women, there's Katharine Hepburn.
Yes, but this becomes the style. It doesn't mean much, does it?
No, but there's got to be something there.
Well, all my contemporaries have died off, so what's left? I'm in a safe group. Haven't got this romantic feeling about age. I think we rot away, and it's too goddamn bad we do, you know. Somebody, a friend of mine called someone. She said to me, "How do I feel?" I said, "Oh, I'm all right." She said, "I called a friend of mine and said, 'How do you feel?' And there was a long pause, and the woman said, 'Well, I feel fine if you don't ask for details.'" Absolutely divine remark.
But you don't have to be over a certain age to respond that way. Huh?
But I mean, I think all this romanticizing about age, I don't get the point, except there'd be too many of us, so
But it's not a miserable thing, and you're a perfect example of how it is not.
You haven't been around if you don't think it's miserable for a great many people. It's miserable, and especially in this country, it's miserable. They're shunted off into the gas chamber of the rest home, average one of them, and just left the minute they can't really function. It's hopeless, 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 idiotic, humiliating. Can't be defended. Sad.
Do you think they can have some control over that, though? The way
Shoot them. I mean, shoot them. They'd be better off. It's an unnatural way to live. We all must, to a certain degree, put up with each other. We must put up with each other. We must stop if someone's broken down on the road. We must stop, and everyone says, "Oh, don't stop, they'll hit you over the head."
You do that all the time, I know.
Yeah, well, they won't all hit you over the head, and if you get hit over the head, why, you know. But I mean, we must reform. We must reform, and I don't know how we're going to reform. We're sitting looking at a lot of filth, and I'm disgusted with the movies. Disgusted. Because they're kidding themselves into saying it's a sort of intellectual pastime. Bunk. It's 42nd Street filth. Filth being sold for too much. And now it's respectable to go and see them. And the critics, I think, have lost their minds.
You've won so many Academy Awards and been nominated for Academy Awards more than anyone else. It's fashionable these days for actors to poo-poo them, to laugh them off, to say it's so much glitter doesn't mean a damn thing.
That's right, that's right.
What do you think?
Well, I don't know what I think. I once said to my father, "I'm really too shy to go to that party. It would embarrass me." And he said, "Yes, my children are all very shy. They don't dare go to parties unless they're sure they're going to be the bride or the corpse." Well, now, in a case like the Academy Award, I've never been to an Academy Award. Now, if I sit here in my chair, where I must be honest with myself so that I'll progress and my character will improve, why don't I go to the Academy Awards? It has to be that I'm afraid I'm going to lose, doesn't it? I don't approve of my attitude of not going. I think that's cheap of me. Second rate not to go. It's a group activity.
You are a legend to so many people, I guess just about everyone, because you do not give much of yourself publicly beyond the films.
You mean it's stupid of me to do this?
I don't know, but...
We'll find out.
Do you feel like a legend?
No, I don't think anyone
like the
feels...
Katharine Hepburn?
No, I don't think anyone feels like anything, really. You know, I always felt they were out to get me. And that I'd better be good. And I still think I'd better be good. You know, I struggled to do my best.
I understand that.
I struggled for days to do my best for this. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think you ever feel like anything. You feel like a bore. You know, don't you? Or do you feel fascinating?
No, I feel like a bore most of the time.
Like a bore, like a bore. Then you think, my God, they're going to find out what a bore I am, and then that'll be a terrible thing.
You've led such an extraordinarily independent life, and you you do it yourself, whether it's fixing the car or reglazing a window. If you hadn't have done this, if you hadn't have been an actress, what would you have been? What would you have liked to have been?
I never thought. I would have tormented some man, I suppose, and I had about 8 children and tormented them.